Every single movie we saw in 2021, Shadow in the Cloud, only I saw it. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it. It falls apart in the third act, but I'd still give it like a 7 out of 10. Pieces of a Woman.
I like this one.
Ian and I saw it.
I didn't like it. I know you really liked it. I think it's fine. I think Vanessa Kirby should have won Best Actress for it. Actually, she was phenomenal. The rest of it was just okay.
Yeah, it was really good. It was a solid movie and a good start to the year. Malcolm and Marie, I didn't see it.
Oh, what a banger. It's just a nice character piece between a couple, and you understand literally everything about them in one night's argument, and it's phenomenal. I give it like an 8 or a 9.
Joaquin's been dead silent, but he's here too. He hasn't seen any of these yet. Judas and the Black Messiah.
Oh, great.
It is great.
Great movie.
We already talked about it because it came out.
Oscar-nominated film for a reason.
Yep, very true. Willy's Wonderland.
Terrible movie. Not Oscar-nominated for a reason.
Best movie of the year.
Oh my God.
No, it was so bad.
Nicolas Cage doesn't talk, and I had so much contempt.
It was the worst time. Coming to America. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
I really enjoyed it.
I had a good time.
I have my gripes. I wish Leslie Jones in films wasn't the way she was. Because she's really funny, and in every single movie I've ever seen her, and she's the worst part. It drags the movie down a whole point.
This famed 2021 film, The Father.
Oh, should have won Best Picture.
Should have
Straight
won.
up.
Should have won. It's an
Anthony Hopkins,
absolute masterpiece.
Best role, a banger. So much fun.
Masterpiece. I Care a Lot. I loved it. I know Ian did not love it.
It's fun.
I had a great time.
I think it falls apart on itself. None of the characters are likable. And I get that's like part of the point, but like you want someone sort of latch onto, and I just didn't.
I latched on to the hectic vileness of it all, and I had a great ride watching it. So, Tom and Jerry.
Wow, one of the movies that only I've seen.
Most of the movies that you've seen are movies that only you've seen.
That's true. This movie's fucking awful, guys. It's literally just a modern Tom and Jerry cartoon, but like put a cameo of an actor in every 5 seconds. Awful.
Yeah, sounds pretty terrible. SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run. Joquin again.
Oh my God, another movie only I've seen. So once you get past like the first third, it starts becoming good. It's just not enough to drive a theatrical movie. Animation's really good. I'd probably give it like a 6.
Okay. Chaos Walking, only I saw this one. It's a 5 out of 10. There's equal much good as there is bad. Everyone says that it's like the biggest train wreck you've ever seen, and I guess I see why.
I mean, it was supposed to come out 4 years ago now.
I understand that, but like as a movie on its own, I don't know. It's a very fine subpar movie. So I don't know. I have no strong feelings about it. Snyder Cut. We all saw it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is how you improve a film.
We already did the commentary. We'll keep it very brief like the rest of them, but this is pretty banging.
Now, to be fair, I was not
banging.
part of that commentary.
That's
and
true.
I watched it by myself.
So did you?
I never saw the original Justice League.
Oh, you're lucky.
So yeah, it's pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
It's probably the best Zack Snyder DC EU film.
I would agree.
6.
Yeah, Nomadland. I loved it.
Nomadland takes a topic that's very boring and presents it in a way that doesn't make me sleep.
Right, and I think a lot of that is Chloe Zhao's masterful talent.
Yeah,
on
she's
that.
really good directing Eternals.
Nobody. Only I saw it. It's pretty good. It is an enjoyable time, but it pales in comparison to a lot of other. I mean, John Wick is the obvious comparison, but like it's a good time. I give it like a 7 or an 8. I stopped giving out of 10 scores. Sorry. Godzilla vs. Kong. I had a fantastic time.
This movie doesn't have a lot of human stuff in it, which is good, but the human stuff that's very sparsely in this movie is still in the.
I would kind of agree.
It's like a 6 or a 7, but that's a fucking mountain higher than most of the other Godzilla movies.
Look, I was just there on the title. Like, if the title was like Rebecca Hall Talks to Deaf Daughter, the film, I'd be like, wow, I have no jazz.
See, that's part of the more interesting parts, because I guess it's easier to sympathize with Monkey than it is Big Loser.
Ian, the most interesting part is when he did the atomic breath, and then Kong went, wow, nice, and then blocks it with the axe, lifts it up in the air, jumps with the atomic breath,
slams him on the head.
Slams him in the head. And then, of course, when he tears out Mechagodzilla's spine, oh my god, masterpiece.
A-banger.
Stow away. Only I saw it. Mystery Guitar Man directed this. That's why I saw it. It's actually really good. Apparently, this is his second movie. He did another one, but he's one of the very few YouTubers that broke out into real Hollywood directing.
What about Jenna Marbles with Maximum Ride?
What about Logan Paul with Airplane Mode?
First of all, I said Hollywood directing because those are just weird independent shit tier films. But this is like a real movie that came out on Netflix. So, Mortal Kombat.
Oh my god,
it's really bad.
Mortal Kombat, the original one, is so much fun.
Yes,
and
it is.
Like, not good, but it's fun.
It is very
like,
fun.
I will watch that movie and like that's my 5. right
Yeah.
there. That's my, oh yeah, this movie's a 5.
Fair enough.
Because there's so much stupid, dumb, fun shit. This is the least fun action movie, and it doesn't make sense, and it's bad.
And I think what really hurts is like at the end, after all the characters died, the bad guy is like, I'm gonna bring them all back, and we'll be back for the sequel, and they all came back.
The movie shouldn't be called Mortal Kombat because it's not about Mortal Kombat. It's about him trying to cheat in Mortal Kombat.
Yep. And it kind of didn't really culminate in any real Mortal Kombat.
There was no Mortal Kombat in Mortal Kombat.
Kind of stupid.
There was just combat.
Although-
because Mortal Kombat's the name of the tournament.
I will say the portrayal of Scorpion and Sub-Zero were both really solid. I will give it credit. That was an amazing.
Reptile's better than he was in the bad one.
Was he in the bad one?
Yeah, he's just like a.
Oh, he was
bad.
that weird creature dude that just showed up for a second and then died.
Yep.
Army of the Dead. Only I saw it. It's fine. There are some dead pixels. It's 2021. That's inexcusable. But aside from that,
Oh, that's right. That's the fucking Zack Snyder film.
remember that? Yeah.
Oh, I heard
That's
about that.
tough.
That's
And
bad.
Aside from some parts that like heavily sequel bait, like, oh hey, when it rains, the zombies come back to life for a bit. The dead bodies come back to life for a bit, and it never comes up again.
The second Army of
They
the
put
Dead.
it in that fucking thing just to like foreshadow something. It's like so stupid. But other than that, it's a fun time. Those Who Wish Me Dead. Only I saw it. This is the one with Angelina Jolie, I believe. She plays a firefighter. I don't buy it. She's like a woman with like a lot of plastic surgery, is very like heavily makeup with like pretty hair and shit. Like I don't buy her as this fucking like badass fire woman she's trying to be.
Can I ask if she was good at it?
No.
Okay.
You can't ask, or
No to both. No, the answer would be no, but also no, you can't ask me anything, Ian.
Okay.
The Woman in the Window, I didn't really like it.
I think it's good.
Oh yeah? Okay.
So I know you said you actually did. You stop watching it?
I turned it off halfway, so I shouldn't really be able to talk about it.
The second half of this movie, where everything starts piecing together, is really interesting. I also was feeling the same way you were about halfway through.
Okay.
I'm like, eh.
Maybe I should have stuck out then. But I just wasn't into it.
actually really liked it, and obviously there's some people, pretty talented people in it, like Gary Oldman,
Yep.
Amy Adams. They're both super talented.
Yep.
So like,
I
but-
saw too many comparisons to Rear Window, Hitchcock, and
Woman in the Rear Window. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And that movie is a absolute banger. So I was like, wow, this is just straight up just ripping off Hitchcock. So it's like,
I'm not gonna say like the 10, but it's like a 7. It's like not bad. It's just a good time.
you know, it's an even better time. A Quiet Place Part 2. Oh my God, what an absolute bop. I'm so excited that this movie got a decent sequel, and I can't wait for the third one.
Yeah, the sequel's good. Definitely a step down because I feel like the genre change doesn't suit the.
See, but it didn't
Thematic-
change genres, though. It's still a horror movie.
Yes, but the secondary genre changed rather.
Okay, fair.
It went from a horror thriller to an action horror.
There's more action in the second one, but I wouldn't call it an action anything.
I would say horror action would be the better term because it's
Maybe.
still primarily a horror. But I think the thriller part's the most interesting part.
Me too, I agree. Minari.
I really like this movie.
So much so that the Academy nominated it for Best Picture last year.
Yeah, I thought it was great. But Stephen Yeun,
Yep, Stephen Yeun.
fantastic.
Yes, he is. And you know what? We keep complaining about movies coming out this year, but I think the Oscar rules were pushed to nominate everything before like April. In 2021?
It was before, I think, April or March, yeah.
Yeah, it was somewhere around there. So like 3 or 4 months of movies got lumped into 2020.
Yep.
So we're just gonna talk about them here. Yeah, Minari's really good. I really, really like the story, and it's very powerful. And I'm glad she won Best Supporting. The
She
lady.
was really funny, too.
She's really funny.
She was
yeah.
really funny.
Cruella, just me. What do you think I'm gonna give it? Before
A 0.
A 0?
No, I'll get a 3.
It's between you. I'll give it like a 1 or a 2. Actually, I'm not sure which, but oh my god,
Is
it's
Emma
bad.
Stone at least passable in it?
She sure hams it up.
She looks like Cruella.
She she sure acts.
Can I say about Cruella? I've seen a couple scenes. God fucking damn, this dude is terrible.
You saw the one scene.
I
The
saw
scene.
2 scenes.
Here, allow me to paint this picture for the audience, if you will. There is a scene where, to establish her origin story and motivation, her mom is killed by a pack of Dalmatians.
Or they're like weird CG.
A weird CG Dalmatians. In the theater, I was shitting myself laughing. Like, that's what they were doing to set up, like, oh, I don't like Dalmatians because they killed my mom. As a,
It
like,
was
oh my god.
so goddamn
Wasn't it like
funny.
they were whistled at though, or something like that?
We
Yeah.
kept making jokes.
Which is a
like-
bad plot twist.
we kept making jokes like, I can't wait for the Jafar movie where his dad is killed by a pack of genie lamps. You know what I mean? Like, that's like the level we're dealing
Well,
with.
he wants to be a Never mind.
Look, it doesn't matter. Inside, Ian saw it. Oh my-
Inside's great. Bo Burnham's hilarious. The songs slap. If you like music, then good. If you like comedy, good. It's literally for you no matter what you like, basically. And it's very relatable.
I would say The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard is a film that only I saw, and it's
I forgot
pretty
it came
funny.
out this year.
It's pretty funny. It's about as good as the first one. It's a good
Okay.
time. It got like shit tier reviews, but that's just because it's it's either you find it funny or you don't. That's really how it is. Luca, only I saw it. It is good. I'm trying to think of other Pixar stuff that came out this year. I
Nothing.
can't think of any.
Oh, and no, Encanto is Disney.
Disney. So it's the only one that wins by default. Okay, great. In
Well-
terms of animated films at all this year, I think I enjoyed America the Motion Picture a little bit more. It was a little funnier. Which is next. Wow. Okay, America the Motion Picture is pretty damn funny.
What'd you give Luca as a score?
7. I'd also give America a 7, by the way.
Oh, so much better.
Fear Street. 1, 2, 3.
Blows. God damn, I hate. It's cheap American Horror Story Riverdale cringe horror for teenagers.
It
It's
looked like it. I don't know
garbage.
why you were watching it, Chief.
It was okay.
Why'd you watch 3 of them?
All 3.
All 3 of them were on Hulu, and when my friend had some of his friends over, one of them likes American Horror Story, and they were like, "Oh, let's put these on." And all 3 of them were on while we were doing stuff and having conversation, and it was just so bad.
I have been in
predictable.
situations where like a movie will be on in the background with my friends and I'll like happen to see it. But for an entire trilogy, like when I'm like 1 or 2 movies into a bad series, I'm not like, let's watch the third.
They liked it, so I had to keep watching.
That's so funny. All right,
Bang.
Summer of Soul.
Summer of Soul, super informative, really interesting. And Questlove really put together like a pretty solid, competent interview-based documentary.
Nice.
That was just like a fun time to learn. It made learning about the stuff fun.
Friends the Reunion. Joken and I think
J-Joke.
it only works if you have seen and also love Friends.
That's what all reunion shows are, Jake.
right, but like
As a reunion for Friends, honestly, it's not even that good.
yeah, because like if you're not super into Friends, then I don't think it hits.
Well, that's the point. You're supposed to be super into Friends if you're watching the reunion. I'm saying as a reunion for Friends, as something that's been like hyped up for a really long time. Like they only announced it in like 2017, but it kept getting pushed back. But
Yep.
it wasn't really what you would want something like this to be.
Yeah.
You had a lot of like fucking. First of all, James Corden was in it.
Great.
He hosted a lot
Where's
of it. Yeah.
BTS?
Yeah, BTS was in it.
Yep.
Uh,
As they should be. Yep.
And I'm sure it was like really great for like the crew to like circle jerk themselves with like everybody going like, we love Friends.
I thought
We
you were-
love Friends.
I thought you were gonna say like everybody's in it. I'm sure it was great for HBO Max to just keep getting money, but no. Friends reunion for me. I mean, I don't know. The opening where everybody just comes back to the studio for the first time is like that hits. That's pretty good. Black Widow. We all saw it.
Black Widow sucks.
Black Widow fucking sucks.
I think it's fine.
It's like a 4.
It's like a 3.
It's like a
The action's
6.
not good. Most of the acting is Dude, David Arbor shouldn't be in movies. I'm just gonna say it. He's fucking awful.
I liked Red Guardian.
He sucks.
He's fine.
Florence Pugh, I will dispute that with Joe Quinn. I think she's great.
She's fucking one of the worst parts in the movie.
You're the worst part of the movie. Black
Got
Widow's a
him.
10 now because Joe Quinn doesn't like it.
Everybody was like, "Oh, well, you keep doing that pose." It's like she's done that pose maybe twice
Like
throughout the
5
entire
times. Hold on.
MCU. No, like twice.
All around a mess.
There's
And
that, and the fucking editing's atrocious.
Yeah.
That the fucking Taskmaster fight at the beginning is like cut.
It's
cut.
not a 3 out of 10. You know what it is? Space Jam 2.
You're wrong.
Space Jam's a 6. Okay. So
Space Jam is a perfect average movie.
I
No, it's
had
not. It's less than average.
I had a lot of fun while watching it. I watched this movie by myself and had to pause it for 10 minutes when Michael B. Jordan showed up and when Strong Cheadle showed up.
I remember this. He posted it in the group chat and he was dying laughing.
When
It was the most obvious joke they
I
could
know!
make.
I
I needed it to happen.
Like I'm great. I'm glad that Ian enjoyed it, but like, fuck, like with the oh guys, I got Michael Jordan. I'm like, oh, they're gonna bring Michael B. Jordan. I got it.
It's
And they
funny.
dragged it
It's so
out.
good. Also, animation was really good.
The animation is not bad.
Depends on which animation.
But
Yeah,
dude,
all of it.
No,
I think it's a funny, stupid, enjoyable film.
It's
sort of like Space Jam.
It's like a 6.
Yeah.
all right, you guys can enjoy it. I'm really glad you do, but oh my god, it's bad. Escape Room 2. This
This
is
is a
a
10.
1 out of 10. However, I am so jazzed. I hope they make a third one. It's so fun. Old. I saw it. It's fine.
I heard old
It's
suck.
about as good as The Visit, which is a fine movie.
Oh, so like a 5.
The 6.
I didn't like The Visit because it was weird and dumb.
Old is okay. It's better than most of the fucking Shyamalan dumpster fires that have come out ever.
Yeah.
But you know, it's nowhere near his Unbreakables or Sixth Sense. So, you know,
Why is he allowed to make movies?
He made some bangers.
He made one banger.
He made 2 bangers. Oh, he made 3 bangers. Split's pretty good. I like
Yeah,
Split.
Split is a good movie. I will.
He
say.
made one banger.
Joe Quinn, your favorite film of the year, The Green Knight. You and I
Oh
saw
yeah,
it.
really good.
We had
I
a
like
great
it.
time.
It's like a 9. Honestly, if you're gonna watch this movie, watch it with somebody that also likes movies, and then talk about it after.
That is the best type of movie. Like The Lighthouse, Ian and I just went off after The Lighthouse, and we just
You know how many times I've watched The Lighthouse?
so good.
Not enough. but
The
a lot.
Suicide Squad. I
Suicide
enjoyed it.
Squad sucks.
I had a good time.
It's so fucking middle of the road. It's a 5. It's just there's good things about it.
I think I gave it a 3, right?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, you did.
It's such a normie movie. This is like the epitome of what Hollywood thinks people like.
They thought I liked it, and they were right. So, Free Guy, me and Ian.
Free Guy, Jake, you put it on your top 10.
I did.
I like Free Guy.
Okay.
Thanks.
That's it.
Right.
I don't think. I think even in a weak year it wouldn't crack a top 10. I think it's like a solid 8, but it's a silly, cheesy little comedy movie.
Is it
I
Pokemon
would
Free
agree
Guy?
with most of what you said. I had a fantastic time. Yeah. We're on the same page on it. I like it a little bit more. Respect, only I
Is
saw
this
it.
the Aretha Franklin movie?
Aretha Franklin, yeah. Look, she's great in it, but the movie is so. Oh, this is the past. There's like a bit of a tragic thing in the past, and then we time cut, and now it's her, and she's doing a thing. She's trying to make it in the industry, but there's people who want to help her, but they might be shady. Oh no, and her boyfriend is drama. It's the same fucking musical biopic we've always been watching, and it's gonna get nominated for like 100 Oscars because that's how it always fucking happens.
Well, if she was good, then she might deserve it.
I was just watching. It's like fucking. You know how Walk Hard came out, and then Bo Rap was Walk Hard but serious. This is serious Bo Rap.
Walk Hard is so damn funny.
This is just another Bo Rap. It's like, oh my god. Anyway, Reminiscence. Yeah. Oh, you guys haven't seen it? Oh my god, you guys are gonna watch Reminiscence. It
What?
is so boring. It is.
you guys better watch it. It's boring.
It's somebody trying to do a Christopher Nolan movie. If you think about it like that, oh my god.
The
Oh,
only
it's
person
so
that
funny.
can make a Chris Nolan movie is Chris Nolan.
I don't even know if I could recommend it because it's just so fucking boring. You wouldn't make it through. I don't think you'll make it through. The Witcher: Nightmare of the Wolf. Ian and I saw it.
Oh god, it's just so much fun. If you like Witcher content,
Boy, do I.
if you like Samurai Jack-esque cartoons, well, it kind of reminds me of the show you mixed with Boondock Saints.
The Boondocks.
Yeah. Like the animation style reminds me of that, but more anime.
Are you talking about the Boondocks or
Yeah.
Boondock Saints?
No.
Okay,
Not the
I
Boondock
genuinely
Saints.
didn't know.
Not
what you
the not the famed anime styled cartoon, The Boondock Saints.
You're
Like,
fucking me. I don't know what's
The
happening.
animation is beautiful and crisp. It's nice. It's fun. It's violent, which the Witcher world should
Oh wait,
be.
is Saints the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Then you meant the Boondocks the show.
Yeah.
Oh my
I said like the one you confuse with Boondock.
Yeah, I know.
And then I
he's,
confused you
and
by
he's
saying it.
continuously
I will.
confusing it.
I'd have to watch either the movie or the show, and I'm not gonna do either. So Candyman.
Candyman slaps. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II slaps.
Yes, he does.
There's some like parts that are gross, but it's not like playing off of that on purpose. It's just something that happens, and but it's it's actually really good. I'm not a horror movie person. I
You
actually
just
really
shivered
liked
in real life.
it. Yep.
I'm really impressed. Like a horror movie tipped Ian off in a pretty good way.
Yeah,
So
it's good.
there you go. That's how you know it's actually a good horror movie. Shang-Chi. All right, this movie's bop. I fucking love it.
Yeah, Shang-Chi is really fun.
It is the second best MCU movie this year.
Oh well, I don't know.
Eternals
Yeah,
might
Only-
be number one.
I mean, you only gave Black Widow a 7.
6, first of all.
Oh well.
This is a second. Shang-Chi slaps though.
Yeah,
Like,
Shang-Chi is
Shang-Chi
really, really
goes
good.
hard.
It's barely outside of my top 10 of the year.
Well, Amazon Cinderella is next, and only I've seen this one.
Yeah,
and
because
let
it
me
sounds
tell you.
fucking awful.
Oh my god, this is so. You know what's funny? It looks. If you watch any trailer or look at a poster, it looks like an absolute dumpster fire.
Yeah,
Right? It looks like a horrible, horrible train wreck. And I will say,
it is.
no, people cared about parts of this movie. So like the production value is actually really good, and the musical sequences are well integrated. So in terms of being the thing it's trying to be, okay,
But what about everything else?
2 out of 10. It's a fucking terrible movie.
Jesus.
Everything else fails. Everything that isn't like people trying to make a musical fails. The story's shit. The acting's shit. The fucking lines are shit. The writing is shit. It's written for you, and the writing is shit. Like, oh my god, it's so bad. All right, Malignant, aka Malignant Bowl.
Oh man, yeah, only I've seen. The best thing out of this movie is like the villain of the movie. His whole backstory is fucking stupid. I recommend you watching this movie if you like dumb cheesy horror.
I don't.
It's not scary. I laughed every time it tried to scare me.
All right, so Cry Macho is next. I have this as my worst of the year. It is so bad. It's Clint Eastwood thinking that he's a young, charismatic male star.
How old is Clint Eastwood now?
90-something. He's almost 100 years old.
Don't say that. He'll
He's
die
close
again.
to Betty White. And he's casting himself as this guy who, when frickin' this like smoking hot 25-year-old woman sees him, she's like, wow, I sure gotta bang you.
Yes.
And it's like, are you shitting me?
This man's 91.
91!
Oh, he's got 9. He's got 8 years on Betty White.
If he was a third his age, he'd still be older than her. And it's like, oh, fuck me. So whatever. Dear Evan Hansen, only I saw it. Oh my god.
Can I say right now that I think the only reason you saw Dear Evan Hansen was because your girlfriend wanted to? The trailer of the 40-year-old man pretending to be in high school looked fucking terrible.
It was so funny. Now, they kept the guy from the show, which I understand, but that show was long enough ago where he now looks pretty damn old.
Yeah, he looked
So-
like he's like 35.
I think they should have cast a dude who looks like he's in high school. Like, it doesn't fit. And I get it. He's doing good acting because he's on Broadway. And generally, if you're on Broadway, you're pretty good at acting. But, like, get somebody else who's good at acting, but also in that age range. You know how many fucking actors are in Hollywood? Most want to work, and a lot of them are that age. So, like,
Yeah.
just get them. Anyway.
It did not look good.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was very good. The Guilty. This movie is so awesome, especially if you haven't seen the original, because I haven't. So therefore, it's my first exposure to it, and I had a great time. I'm Your Man is the best movie of the year, notwithstanding The Father, of course, which nominated last year, but is this year somehow. But I'm Your Man, Father aside, is the best movie of the year. It is so good. It better be nominated for Best Foreign Language Film. It deserves to win, even though I haven't seen all of the international feature films. Although I saw Suryavanshi, we'll get there. But yeah, I'm Your Man is I'm about to say almost masterpiece, practically. I gotta watch it again. But Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Ian, you saw this one.
This was a 1. Anytime you make a Hollywood blockbuster, quote, quote, and you make it an hour and a half, you know it's going to blow. And they did. And honestly, if it was longer, it'd be worse. But there's really not much room to be. If you like Venom, you shouldn't like it. That's like...
If you like Eminem,
There's 2 fight scenes, which in a Venom movie, like, that's probably the thing people are going for. It's just not fun or entertaining otherwise.
I would have to pretty starkly disagree. I think Venom 2, if you like...
You like the Suicide Squad. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
so does Rotten Tomatoes, bitch.
Yeah, oh,
No,
the website we all hate.
No, I think it's a good website, but because it supports my opinion directly. No. So, Venom: Let There Be Carnage. It's the kind of movie where, like, if you didn't like the first Venom because it's like a goofy, cartoony mess, then you won't like it. The part 2. But if you like the first Venom because of Eddie and Venom's relationship and that character, and you want to see them evolve, this is the perfect conduit for that, and it expands on that so much. I love the way that it handled the main characters, quote, quote, and Carnage. While they did some pretty fast and loose, dumb things with the origin and all that shit, I would still say Carnage was represented on screen the way I remember him in the animated forms and video games and stuff. And
Carnage wasn't the problem. Woody Harrelson was the problem.
see, but he barely has stuff to do
He's
with it.
annoying.
So he's overtaken by Carnage all the time. It's great. And then
I think if there were more than 2 fight scenes, it would have been...
yeah, but think about them. They're so, like, the freaking Prison Break with Carnage eating everybody and breaking out.
Tornado.
It's so good.
Stupid as
He's
fuck,
a
by the
meat
way.
tornado, Ian. He's a meat tornado. What power in the comic is that? It's great.
Yeah, this movie's a 1.
I love how they went all out with it. It's like I don't know, like a 6.
No.
oh, they went all out. They pulled all of the stops here. 6.
Yeah.
I gave the first Venom a generous
Look,
5.
I'm not gonna say it's a fucking great movie. It's got a lot of problems, Chief. It's got the same problems as the first
Would you
one.
still give the first Venom a 5?
Maybe like a 3 now. Like looking more on Venom, like Venom's dumb and fun, but like There's not really much there.
It's
And then
certainly
this
one of those
movie
things.
is that, but less good.
From me, this is basically a better version of the first Venom because you have a better villain, B, a better improved dynamic on Eddie and Venom themselves, and C, I like the love story better because it's not him just trying to maintain his relationship. He's clearly not with her anymore, and just Venom has a chip on his shoulder about it. It's kind of funny. So yeah, I appreciate that.
Now let's go to a good movie.
No Time to Die, baby. Let's go. This movie's awesome.
Yeah, maybe my favorite. I don't know. Casino Royale also fucking slaps. But God, this movie had some balls. I'm gonna say that for the second time today. This movie fucking slapped, and it did something that you wouldn't expect a movie like this to do. That's not a normal Hollywood thing at all. So I really respect it.
All right, I'm gonna say something right now that'll sum up my review. My favorite Bond movie is Casino Royale. My second favorite is The Living Daylights.
Which Casino Royale?
The good one, not the bad one. And then my third favorite is No Time to Die, all time. It is my second favorite Craig and my third favorite Bond ever.
Casino Royale and No Time to Die are 1 and 2 in some order.
Yep. They're so good. And I love that that the beginning and the end of the series. So the whole series, even through stuff like Quantum of Solace, you still get through it. And it's not even a bad movie. I don't
It's
think.
fine.
It's just subpar. And you get through the whole series and it's just an amazing time front to back.
Yep.
Titan. A girl fucks a car and kills people until she gives birth to it. It's really bad.
It sounds great.
It's
I don't think
It's great.
you saying that is a bad thing.
I know
makes
I'm
me
selling you on it. I
happy.
know. But yeah, no, I didn't enjoy it. Halloween Kills.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you. So the last duel. No. Halloween Kills was a train wreck. It's really bad.
People liked it, but people like bad horror movies.
And
So
look,
I'm not surprised.
If you're there to see creative ways that Michael Myers kills people, watch Shrek. But also, no. Watch Halloween Kills.
Shrek.
It's actually pretty impressive, and I think some of the kills are really cool. Like there's a dude at the beginning who has like a buzzsaw thing, and Michael catches it and flips it and shoves it into their head. So there's some cool shit. There's cool shit. Other than that, bad movie. Like 1 out of 10.
I don't even fucking like the first Halloween. I'm not watching that.
I liked the other Halloween. I liked the first Halloween, and I like 2018 Halloween. This one is clearly worse than both of them. The Last Duel. I had a banging time with this
Fuck
movie.
you. You're on your phone. Sorry, I was being Ridley Scott. All right, The Last Duel, it's fine. It's really long and kind of convoluted at some parts. We watched the same third of the movie 3 separate times from different aspects, and I don't think the first 2 times are that different enough to warrant certain parts being redone, but
I would agree with what you're saying. I mean, I still really enjoy it, and I still like the way
it's
it was
fine.
told. But I still feel like if it was told in a conventional way, it would still get the point across.
I think it's like maybe a 7. Ridley Scott needs to get his head out of his own ass, though, because he's not making bangers right now.
Wow, a Hollywood director needing to get their head out of their ass?
Got
Hey,
him.
Christopher Nolan deserves.
You're not helping your case with fucking Christopher Nolan.
Hey, what's his worst movie? Like a 5?
Point is, Last Duel is pretty good, and I love the culmination fight because after that fight, I went and researched what the actual fight was, and oh my god, it's like verbatim. He went off reality. Dune, and that's the next movie. So I really enjoyed it.
Dune slaps. I don't have as much problem with the ending as you do because
I do.
as I look through everything that was presented about the ending via the books and via storytelling, I understand it as an end. It's just not a cinematic end.
Let me hit you with a question. If they were not making Tune, would you enjoy the ending still?
Well, they are, so I don't care.
Yeah, but like, what if you never got that culmination? of the
You
story?
know they were always going to make Tune.
Well, they never
There were-
shot it ahead of time.
They were always going to make Tune.
Yeah,
it was never a question.
If One was successful, which
No,
a
it
week
did
after
not-
it came out, they announced it.
They announced it like 3 days after.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 3 days
barely
after.
a week.
There was no room to measure success.
They waited the 3 days to see how it did at the box office first.
No, they waited the 3 days to get more people to fucking watch the film.
Yeah, to get people to see how popular it was. If it wasn't popular on Max or in box office, they're not going to make another one.
It actually made really good
If
pandemic
this
money.
thing made like $20 million at the box office, they're not going to make
It made
another one.
400
They
million.
would make it.
Yeah,
like-
okay.
It made 400 million. That's before anything else. Like that's pretty good, honestly.
They made the nut job too.
That is a true statement. The French Dispatch.
How many
blows.
Nutty Professor movies?
Ian, you saw this with me.
Three.
French Dispatch.
Wes Anderson does not know how to make a good film.
Joe,
I'm
Quinn,
gonna-
you mentioned directors that need to get their head out of their ass.
Dude, what? his films might have some of the most impressive color grading I've seen.
Doesn't matter.
This movie has no substance, and honestly, the style's not impressive because sometimes it's in black and white and sometimes it's not. But I thought it was in the past in black and white, and in the present it wasn't. But that's not true because one of the scenes just goes back and forth for no reason.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really have rules.
It goes back and forth between black and white in the same scene, like shot to shot changes, and it doesn't serve a purpose.
Wes Anderson doesn't serve a purpose, and he needs to fuck off.
My God.
I tried to tweet at him, but I don't think he has a Twitter. I don't know, like, your movies fucking suck, Wes.
Okay,
Be
but I
better.
like Isle of Dogs.
Be better.
Well, Isle of Dogs
Really
isn't
good.
it's not a traditional Wes Anderson.
It's not. Although he has made some animation stuffs in the past.
I think, did he do Fantastic Mr.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
he
did.
did,
And
yeah.
I,
That one was fine.
I don't like Fantastic Mr. Everybody's like, oh my God, it's like one of the greatest like animated pictures of all time. It's
fine.
not.
Like, I don't think
it's
it's
not.
bad.
Antlers, the horror film. This
Wes
film was,
Anderson.
Antlers was shot by Fox, so that tells you when it was shot.
Oh, let's go.
So it was completed, and then they were bought by Disney.
Wait,
and
can
then,
I ask? Can I say? Did you like it?
And then after they were bought by Disney, COVID happened, and then we're here, and I
Is
watched
this
it like
the film that you were talking about with the guy from what's it? The Social Network that got apparently canceled?
Yes, you guys.
no, that's Death in the Nile, which is happening, I guess,
No.
because they can't go back now. They already shot it.
It is.
But Antlers is a horror film that has an interesting premise and a bad creature design because it's just a kind of mangled up dude, and it blows.
Fair.
So
I know you Antlers more like. I don't remember what you said. I didn't think you liked it.
I think I said shitlers or something like I don't know. I might have been really uncreative with it. The Closer. This is the David Chappelle stand-up thing. I missed Inside with Bo Burnham. I got this
I
instead.
missed Dave Chappelle stand up.
But The Closer is really good. I watched it because it garnered controversy. So when stuff like that happens, I like to watch my own things and get my own opinions about it. And I really did enjoy it. Now, granted, I am just this straight white dude, so what the hell does my opinion matter?
I mean,
But,
Dave
like,
Chappelle's really funny.
but I really did enjoy it. I thought it was like really funny. So a fun time if you
I
into
didn't
that
know
kind
if
of
it was
stuff.
the Closer or the Closer, and I.
No, it's the close. It's because he did like a bunch of specials, and this is the closer of the specials, so it's pretty cool. Eternals, y'all. I told y'all not to see it, and you heeded my words, and I'm so happy.
I was gonna watch it.
Why? Eternals blows. It's the worst MCU movie. It's worse than all of them. It might be, except for What If, which kind of counts, the worst MCU product, like ever.
What about Inhumans?
Well, actually, does Amazing 2 count? I probably
Yes, now Amazing 2 counts. What do you mean?
2003's Hulk always counted.
Venom 2.
It doesn't count, Joe
It does
Quinn.
count. The Incredible Hulk starts off a recap of Hulk.
But it might not. They have not canonized that film.
What do you mean? It starts with a
They have a
recap of Hulk.
completely different cast. It's not just the main guy.
So?
So that's a big deal. They brought General Ross back from Incredible Hulk, not General Ross as Sam Elliott. It's a big deal. You're welcome. Checkmate.
The dad from Barnyard?
It's canon.
The point is, Eternals blows. Don't see it. It's very bad. Muppets Haunted Mansion. Joe Quinn.
Oh, if you like Muppet content, if you like good Muppet content, like if you like your Muppet Christmas Carol, or if you like your actually any of like the Muppet specials,
You
Good
should make a
Muppet
channel
content.
called Good Muppet Content.
good Muppet content, you will very much enjoy Muppets Haunted Mansion. Even though it has Will Arnett as like one of the main bad guys, I still very much enjoyed it, and
I
he
like
wasn't
Will
even that.
Arnett.
He wasn't even that bad in it. I don't like Will Arnett.
So can I ask you a question?
Sure, what's up,
Is
sir?
this just Haunted Mansion but Muppets?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So watch this over the Eddie Murphy movie.
Thank you.
Last Night in Soho. Ian, this is a banger. This is a
Banger.
bop, as the kids
Another
say.
10.
I had a
Edgar Wright,
fantastic
tossing
time.
another 10 my way.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to see it because Edgar Wright made it, and I really like Anya Taylor-Joy, and Thomasine McKenzie was great in Jojo Rabbit, and it didn't disappoint me. It was actually better than I thought it was.
Yeah, I have some criticisms at all. Therefore, it is the abysmal score of 9.
Yeah. Oh, 10.
So, Red Notice is my 10.
Oh. Do I get to shit on Red Notice and Netflix again?
It's a bad movie.
Just
don't
shit
watch
on Red Notice. You don't need to shit on
it. No,
Netflix.
very quickly, Ian. Very
quickly, Red Notice isn't the worst Netflix movie I've ever seen, and that's really saying something about Netflix because this movie's fucking dog shit.
Spencer.
Delete your account.
Delete your
Delete your
I liked it. about you,
I thought
Jake?
you meant Red Notice. I was like, you
No,
saw
no.
10 minutes of
No,
it.
Spencer.
Spencer, I also liked it. I think
I
it's
liked
like
it.
maybe a 6 or 7.
I didn't
Yeah,
really
it's
like
a good
Spencer
time.
Confidential
It's
very
like
much.
it's. I would probably give it like an 8.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably give it an 8.
Lamb. This movie is an absolute amazing time. Now, it starts out really slow, and some of the pacing is kind of wonky, and, it just doesn't exactly get you going. But once, like, you start to understand where the movie's building to, then it hits you with the twist. And the twist is like, oh, of course this would have made sense. Why wasn't this why didn't I realize this was happening? It's the perfect ending to it. So, yeah, go watch Lamb. Clifford the Big Red Dog, Joe Quinn.
Hey!
I feel like I've seen this movie because I've seen the trailer.
Yeah,
God,
you bet. Honestly, if you saw the trailer, you saw the movie. Clifford is nightmare fuel. He always has been.
I don't know why I guess you have small children at all.
They're not mine.
Why not?
I'll take them.
Do you want some?
You want one?
Yeah, I'll take a kid.
All right, I'll give you some.
All right. Yeah, no, don't watch Clifford the Big Red Dog.
I won't.
To be clear, I don't have kids. I was going to birth them with you, is what I was saying.
Okay.
You know what the funny thing is? Me and my friends made fun of Clifford a lot, and we're like, "Oh, we're gonna go see Clifford as a joke," and then we never did.
It's on
because
Paramount
fuck
Plus.
that.
Would you have?
If they were like, "Hey, we should go see Clifford," I would be like, "All right, whatever."
These movies released back to back, Clifford the Big Red Dog and The Power of the Dog. I think it's very funny. The Power of the Dog is a very unengaging, uninteresting movie with some great performances.
Is the dog red?
No,
Not.
I don't think there was a dog in it.
It's the dog. It's the dog big.
No, it's a Bible verse. It's like, therefore God shalt blah blah blah, the power of the dog.
Okay, you have a movie with dog in the title with no dog, zero, false advertising.
I guess a dog's purpose does have a dog in it, so
If Clifford the Big Red Dog didn't have a dog in it, would you be upset?
It'd be
It probably would be better.
it might actually, yeah. Watching that CGI, the absence of the CGI would improve the movie.
It's not even CGI. It's like a video of a dog upscaled colored red.
Pretty much.
All right,
It's better than Call the Wilds Dog.
Wow, a bar. Where is it?
this is my time. I'm excited to talk about this. Suryavanshi. This is the fourth installment in the Bollywood series, The Cop Universe. It is so the first one was Singham,
Why'd
right?
you watch this?
I've seen them all.
Why'd you watch them?
Because so like it's
Bollywood
so
movies
good.
slap.
I saw a clip. I'll tell a story. I saw a clip from Singham, the movie, right? And it's this guy whose last name is Singham. He's a cop, and he's like the most like cliched, stereotypical badass protector cop. And his theme song, if you translate it, is literally like, the heart trembles, the body shivers when you know he is coming. Singham.
It's about drive. It's about power.
Literally, it's about drive. It's about Singham. He fucking shows up. And like, if guys are being like criminals at all, like if they stole a Jeep, he'll like rip the freaking street pole out of the street and whack the Jeep into a building, and then pick up the guy by his pants like a cartoon and throw him into a window.
I have seen multiple clips from this universe, by the way. I want to watch Bollywood movies so bad
Ian-
because they're so funny.
This is Fast and Furious if they really went full live action cartoon.
This is what Bollywood thinks real movies are. And they're the best.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Because
It's so
they're
good.
making something that they think is awesome and epic, and it's the funniest thing on the whole planet. It's
so
great.
They made Singham and Singham Returns.
Do
back
they
to back.
not get our movies?
They do.
They make their own, and power to them because
Do
it's
they
so
not
funny.
do they not watch our movies?
They do. They do.
I'm sure
they
they
make Bollywood like ripoffs of American movies. They're better.
First of all, I want to point out that they watch plenty of American movies.
Yep.
Spider-Man made $1 billion without China, but Suryavanshi is the third cop. It's the fourth movie because Singham got 2 movies, Singham and Singham Returns. Then Simba, Simba, not the lion.
Yep, Simba.
Simba came out, and he's the opposite of Singham. He's like a shithead cop who likes being corrupt and getting bribes. And the course of his movie is learning to be a good cop at all, given the situation. And then Suryavanshi is an anti-terrorist cop. So, there's like, they want to blow up Mumbai, so he has to come in, and he summons Simba and Singham in the third act. And it's this big mini Avengers. It's actually really fucking fun. It's sick. Everybody's shooting and
The
hitting and
Bollywood
punching.
movies. I watched a scene from a Bollywood movie where a dude was fighting a crowd of people, and he like walked in a circle on them.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I think I know what you're talking. Yeah, that was this. That was one of these movies. One of the 4. So Suryavanshi is the 4th one in the series. They're gonna make Singham 3 next. I'm so fucking stoked for Singham 3. The end of this one set it up perfectly. So I'm there. I'm so excited.
Dude, these movies, I have not seen all of these movies. However, I've seen a lot of the really fun clips from like a lot of Bollywood movies. God, I want to watch so many of them.
The director is named Rohit Shetty. So if it sucked, I'd call him Rohit shitty. It's a really easy
Yeah,
joke
but it's
to make.
Rohit Bangi.
But it's got
They're
Rohit Bangi.
fun.
They fucking bang. I love it. So I'm really excited for the 5th installment in the cop universe. Ghostbusters Afterlife. Shut up, Joquin. It's a universe of badass cops that protect India. You shut up.
It's awesome.
You shut your mouth. Once the thon. Once the cop thon.
Oh, I so do the cop thon, Chief.
Yeah.
They're not even in English. Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Subtitles exist.
Yeah, they do. Ghostbusters Afterlife, I think, is a really good movie. I think it's like probably the best one since
Can
Ghostbusters
we talk
1.
a little bit more about this, actually? We haven't talked about this one, and I do want to talk about this.
I haven't seen
Sure.
this, but the more I hear about this movie, the more disappointing it makes me sound. First of all, I know Harold Ramis is in this movie.
He is.
Why?
I think it makes sense with the story.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Leave
So-
him alone.
Ghost, they need to bust him.
Leave him alone.
I think it makes sense in the context of the universe. The character came back.
Did the Ramis estate approve that?
What if they didn't? The movie wouldn't have been made,
that's
Joe
fair.
Quinn.
So I don't dislike it. I think it's fine. I don't like Finn Wolfhard at all. I don't think he's good in films. Great on Stranger Things, whatever. Bad in every film I've seen him in. Not great in this either.
I don't think he was that bad in this. I think he was fine. He's a fine lead.
Paul Rudd was made for a movie like this.
Mm-hmm.
The mom existed. The main girl who reminds me of young Sheldon. What's up with all these awkward smart kids? You know, they're like regular kids that are intelligent, right?
Because it's super easy to write mute, like deaf characters.
Yeah, she's also in Young Sheldon, which might be a problem.
Which might be a problem.
Young Sheldon is the problem. with this.
Yeah, but no, she is written exactly like Young Sheldon. Like awkward, nerdy, quiet. Where are the normal kids?
They don't exist anymore.
Like, it's so frustrating for me.
Because
And I don't think she's doing a bad job because it's what they wanted, but why did they want this? Why don't you just make a character who's like, I'm so sick of smart kid characters being dumb, nerd, fucking idiot, can't socialize. Smart kids are...
Yeah, but you want to know why they do that? Because it's a fucking blank slate character that any kid can attach themselves to.
No!
That's literally the reason. That is literally the reason. Because you will, if I'm a fucking dumb 13-year-old and I see a kid like that in a film, I'd be like, oh my god, they're literally just like me, and then I'll fucking
you know what,
make my whole life around Ghostbusters Afterlife.
No shot. No kid wants to be a dumb fucking loser with no friends.
No kid wants to be that.
Are you
but
asking
most
why-
kids see themselves as
Yeah, I was
that.
about to say, are you asking why that they're main characters? It's because it's accessible to kids who are kind of
Exactly.
nerds.
That's what I'm saying.
I think I don't like the stereotype, and they just perpetuate it.
Okay, fair.
I don't think it's bad. I don't think it follows the same kind of comedy structure that I would like from a Ghostbusters movie, but I can't complain about that because it's better than 2016's Ghostbuster because Leslie Jones
That's
isn't
not
annoying.
a high bar.
Leslie Jones isn't annoying the whole time. All of the characters
I'd
aren't
like
annoying
it
the whole time.
as the second best Ghostbusters. It's better than 2 and 2016.
I don't think it's better than 2.
I like it better than 2. Wasn't that great?
2's fine.
Because at the end of the first, all right, again, we've really tangented, but like at the end of the first Ghostbusters, a bunch of events that were objectively real and were recorded and were like documented happened, and then the Ghostbusters 2 starts and they're like out of a job. They should be like celebrity icons, and
well,
they're
it's
not.
the same in this one.
Yeah, well, he at least has lines about like how 30 years have passed and myth and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
like immediately after the events, they're like out of a job. Like, are you shitting me?
That's fair.
But like, whatever.
I don't dislike 2 either. I think 2's like maybe a 6 or 7. This is maybe the 5.
This is not a 5. This is like a 7. I would probably give it. It could
Understood.
be an 8, but it's a little held back by some stuff. The next film, because
King
we have
Richard.
to move on from Ghostbusters.
I just wanted to talk about it because we didn't do anything. It's a big franchise thing,
King Richard.
Hey, banger.
Big
It's a
Willie
good
style.
Banger. Oh,
It's a
my
good
God.
time. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yeah.
All right, one shot.
Banger.
Yeah, there's nothing really. It's just a biopic.
Yeah,
it's a really good one at that.
It's just fucking Walk Hard again. Although they do switch it up a little bit more than Respect did. One shot. This is a 90-minute one-take fight scene. It's not literally one take. They stitch stuff together, but
1917.
it's it's this guy Scott Adkins, the famed stunt guy. He leads the movie, and he's supposed to like deliver this terrorist to this place, this like island prison. But they get trapped in the island prison when the terrorists kind of lock them in. It's actually really good. And then, of course, the action slaps. A lot of it's just gunfights. I don't like action in terms of gunfights. It's people pointing a gun. It's whatever. I don't give a shit.
I'm gonna talk about a different movie where I have the same problem that you do in a little bit.
Okay.
I don't like gunfight-centric action.
Well, there's only like 5 movies left.
Yep. We're going
There's
to talk
4.
about it.
One, Don't Look Up twice. We fucked up. But no, so one shot, yeah, fair enough. But the action, like the hand-to-hand combat in this movie, which the entire like final fight is between the main villain and the main hero, oh my god, it's like this 5, 6, 7 minute long thing. And I'm pretty sure they filmed that in one take because it felt so visceral and so brutal. Or at the very least, it sold me on it. So hell yeah. Encanto, movie's fine. Only I saw it. It's a fine movie. A lot of logic problems, especially toward the third act. But I don't know. It's a good Disney time. 7 out of 10. Don't Look Up. Only I saw it again.
Are we going to talk about it twice?
Yeah, I guess so. No, Don't Look Up is really good. It's I would encourage anybody to watch it, especially if you're into like if you are the kind of person to open your phone, look at like Twitter or any news feed and go, "Wow, what a shit world." This is the movie made for you. So it's exactly that
movie.
It's that movie.
Oh my god.
Where like an asteroid is coming and these these fucking astronomers discover it's going to hit Earth. And they try and tell the media, and the media, like, it's just their adventures trying to do that. So it's pretty fucking great. You'd figure the world would be better at receiving this information. But Spider-Man No Way Home. Here we are. We all talked about it a lot, quite a bit.
Yeah.
But
I'll talk again.
We'll just revisit the points, but I think it was a spectacular ending to the entire Spider-Man filmography. And stepping stone to make 10 more movies.
100%.
One thing I didn't say last time we talked about it is it really did just kind of jip off Spider-Verse's style.
Well, Spider-Verse gypped off the comic Spider-Verse style.
Yeah, but
the
okay,
comic
if
Spider-Verse ripped off real Spider-Man style.
Okay, but
What?
Shut your fucking mouth.
Spider-Man ripped off Superman style from the 60s.
I don't think if Spider-Verse wasn't as like critically as like successful as it was, then I don't think they would have done this.
I'm gonna go ahead and disagree. I think that this was always the plan because Kevin Feige.
This is always the plan.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah,
Kevin
100%.
Feige always has a rule that in the third one you go crazy. That is the rule with the MCU movies.
What is the craziest thing about fucking
Iron Man 3?
That was their first third one. Give them a break. But in general, like Civil War is so wildly different from the first two, and then Avengers is 2 parts instead of 1 film, and Far From Home and No Way Home and Homecoming are very, very similar, but this is nothing like the other 2.
I'm wagering this was written like
4 minutes ago.
right after they signed that contract with Sony again.
Yeah, and I think that this would be one of the most balls to the walls creative ways to do with a third one.
Yeah.
So hell yeah, I'm glad they did it. You know,
Me
what
too.
I
I'm
mean?
glad they did it too. I'm just saying, like, you know, without Spider-Verse, this movie would not happen.
I
Spider-Man No
disagree.
Way Home, more like Spider-Man 10.
Fucking love No Way Home.
Yeah.
9.
Saw it twice.
I would go 9.
No,
I also saw it twice. I'll probably see it a third time in digital, baby. Let's go. The Matrix Resurrections. We are here at the bottom of the list. This is
I'm
the
done,
end.
by the way. So
Yeah, Jokin's
Hey,
out.
Jake,
It's just
remember
Ian
when
and
I said I don't want to watch gunfights?
Yep. In this one, it's more forgivable because the way they avoid the gunshots is more than just ducking for cover. Because some do the Smith thing where they dodge, and some do the wall run thing, like in the hallway that you were talking about. I appreciate that.
The dodge thing in the hallway is really cool. But I wanted more hand-to-hand, and I really didn't get enough.
I would
There's
agree.
the scene with Morpheus,
Quote Morpheus. Yep.
and then there's the scene where him and Jonathan Groff fight, so like the subway thing, where he does the Smith punch on him.
Yep.
And I'm like, that's the punches!
You know what's funny? I was talking to Mom about this. For context, audience, my mom also has The Matrix, the first one, high on her list. And I was talking to her about it, and we were both like, yeah, no, the first movie's action scenes are some of the best ever. They're the most like
Kung fu.
creative.
It's mostly kung fu with a little bit of gun. And
yeah.
this movie's gun.
Well,
and then
it's more than that. Like the first movie has really creative action scenes, even when
Yeah.
it's not like hand to hand. They have like really interesting ways that they do it. Like on the rooftop when he's dodging for the first time, bullet time.
Yep.
Like there are good action scenes in Resurrections. I
I-
like them, but I don't think any really stood out as amazing.
It's middling, to be quite honest,
I
because
think-
nothing stood out. Every single Matrix movie but this one has a standout fight scene.
I mean, Matrix 3's standout quote.
It's anime Dragon Ball Z fighting.
Yeah, but it looks animated. Like
It's-
it does
But
not.
I would
fit.
say that's a standout fight scene. That live action anime, people love that shit.
Did they?
Live action
Yes.
anime Dragon
Jokin
Ball?
loved that shit, but
No.
nobody else
Whoa,
loved Matrix
whoa,
3.
The end fight of the third Matrix
Oh
movie.
wait, okay. I thought you guys were talking about fucking talking
When
about Dragon Ball
every
Evolution.
single thing,
I don't fucking know why.
I've been pouring through Resurrection stuff because I want to
The end of Matrix 3 is just a whole fucking. It's a lot of fun, and it's the culmination of 3 films.
It is technically the culmination of
every single person that I have been seeing thinks this movie is going to be the least memorable Matrix movie. I agree with them.
Oh no, I disagree strong. It's not the least memorable.
The
No.
end scene, the end fight in 3, people are like, "That's fun as fuck."
If
And
I
I'm like,
didn't rewatch the third one recently with you guys, I wouldn't be able to recall.
I think
This one at least stands out.
this movie has stuff going for it. I think most of it is in theme and promise for more.
Yep. And I really do like, say, the third act scene where everybody's like jumping out of the buildings in the swarm mode to attack them.
That's the most
sick.
interesting scene,
That is
like
my favorite
fighting wise in the movie.
favorite action scene I was saying on that.
It
That's
has. Okay, I haven't seen it for context.
Yeah.
But it has the problem that a lot. I guess I can't. I guess I am not allowed.
You
The one that's
say
allowed
it,
to say
and
it.
I can confirm nor
But
deny.
it has the problem that a whole fuckload of reboots have, where instead of actually trying to do something new, they just keep calling back to the past, and because of that, they're not rememberable.
it's not rememberable. It's a,
You remember it because you just saw it. Also, you're the
then
biggest
how are you
fuck-
saying it's
you're
not
the-
if we all just saw it?
You're the biggest.
I think time
Matrix
will have to
fanboy.
tell.
Okay,
for that.
Joe Quinn, appreciate the ad hominems, but let's talk about the movie. So,
I
this
I
movie,
think
Sorry,
Joe
go.
Quinn does have a point where it does call really a lot back to the first one. Some ways are good, some ways are bad.
I think that stuff is mostly in the first act, and it dies down. And those, I would absolutely criticize those
Yeah.
those initial parts. there.
Yes.
But as the movie progresses and like finds its footing, I really do appreciate where it
Yeah.
goes. It has the best villain since Smith in the Matrix series.
Smith.
Well, okay, Smith's literally in it. Good point. But Smith, as played by Weaving in the first trilogy, is one of the all-time great villains in cinema.
Yes.
But this one has the second best in the Matrix series. I love
the
Neil Patrick
Analyst.
Harris
Yes.
so much. I think, and the philosophy that he has when rebuilding the Matrix in terms of like, get the fucking numbers out of here, it's based on emotion. That's brilliant. And that's awesome.
Again, there's some really cool thematic things in this movie, and some of the philosophy, which is not microwaved to a fucking boiling crisp.
Yeah, that's why I like this a lot better than the third one. It actually does something with the material. That's
There
like
is
interesting.
some really good stuff here.
Yeah.
That being said, there are also a lot of problems, and I like it. I'm not gonna bitch and complain. I'm not giving it less than, like I said, 8 originally, 7 or an 8. I'm still more in between.
I'm comfortable with 7. I think it's got a lot of problems. It's similar to like Batman v Superman. I know Joker's gonna like fucking laugh out of his seat, but like at the end of the day, I think there are more positive things here than there are negative.
BVS, you mean the film I also give a 7?
Yeah, thank you, baby.
Oh.
Let's go. Woo!
You like Man of Steel?
Yeah, Joker.
Better than BVS.
Wow.
3?
Motherfucking crazy guy.
Jake just gave BVS a 7.
Yeah.
And you did too.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Man of Steel's a 3.
That still sucks. All
You
right,
guys are fucking nuts.
whatever.
Guys, 2021, there was a lot. I mean, I missed some stuff that I really wanted to watch,
Mm-hmm.
like Clifford.